Hello again. Here's my final presentation for the month. And unfortunately, I do not have an audience because my new job kind of messed up my scheduling. So here I am, and my presentation tonight is about the Transformers movie and the way it took CGI and live action, put the two together, and made it so realistic that it appears everything was right in front of the camera the whole time, as if they were just filming it all live. Now, obviously, Transformers wasn't the first or the last since then to take CGI and put it into a live action movie and make it look fairly realistic. But in my opinion, it was one of the top in, the most revolutionary style to kind of bring it to life. Now, as far as that goes, I'm going to be talking about just how long and how many resources and people it took to accomplish this. Now, when you start off, it's with the animation, it's just took forever. Now, during my research, I found out that the main Autobot, Optimus Prime, was made from 65,000 different modeled pieces, put together in a way to bring him to life and just make him look completely realistic as if he were in front of the camera. And that in itself is just an amazing feat to think about, modeling each and every piece by itself and then putting it together, rigging it up to make it move and live. Now, I also found out that during the course of making this, they were explaining one scene where there were three Autobots and the two main actors in a scene, and they explained how each frame took up to 38 hours to render in the software. Now, if you think about 3 or 4 minutes of a movie, this is just mind-blowing because you think about a 2-hour feature and how long this must have taken to render out with all these amazing effects that took months upon months to even put together. It's just awesome. And beyond that, you go into the actors part of this film, and when they're in front of the camera, obviously they're not literally talking to an alien robot who is standing directly in front of them. What they had to do was look at a pole with, a picture of the Autobot's face and then make it believable enough to the audience to where they thought there has to be an alien robot standing there interacting with, a live actor. So just that feat also in itself is pretty amazing on the actor's part. So putting these two things together and making a feature that seemed, like I said, so realistic that it was it seemed everything was right in front of the camera is pretty amazing. And I'm sure a lot of people have seen this movie, and I'm sure a few people haven't. And as far as this goes, the people who haven't seen this movie, I definitely guarantee watching it. And for those who have seen the movie and maybe took it a little for granted, saying, oh, it's just another CGI movie, maybe sit down and just watch very closely how every single little piece of these animated robots seems to move effortlessly on its own. And just, take a moment to enjoy it a little further than just taking in the story. So there's my presentation on this, and like I said, I'm sorry there was no audience to help me along with this project, but it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.